A lot of people go through this stage of life, finally living on their own. There are no more rules, yet somehow they feel kind of stuck. They're free to do whatever they want in life, but they aren't really getting where they want to go.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
Society has taught generations of young people to follow their heart. But after this sank into the Western psyche for long enough, we ended up with some big problems. Let's first talk about how we got here and why this made life more frustrating for you.
The American dream. All you have to do is dream it up. You can do it. And you too can live in a utopia like this.
Various influences like Hollywood probably helped fuel some of the American dream, but I think these ideas sank to a deeper level than just office careers and nice yards. They hit some philosophical base notes that taught multiple generations to base their lives on the idea that they could be anything. People really believed this philosophy, particularly the idea that what you want to be is up to you. Until you exert your will, you're a blank slate, and it was all great until it wasn't. Sure, there may be a grain of truth to all of this, but most people would agree that if you were born a little girl, you can't become a wolf. Taken too far, you're sure to find people who think they can defy the creational order. You're first nothing, and then you decide for yourself what you want to be. At this point, the only thing stopping us is the plastic surgeon's technical limitations. And these are extreme examples. Why is it that the follow your dreams sentiment works some of the time, but other times it's absurd? Is there such a thing as objective truth, goodness, and beauty? There actually is a rigid structure of what is true, good, and beautiful. This also means that some things are objectively false, bad, and ugly. And if you aren't willing to be black and white about truth, goodness, and beauty, you'll always be floundering. I think this is why the follow your dreams concepts were never shut down when there was a society of Christian consensus. Most people have an intuitive understanding of what is objectively true, good, and beautiful. When you're constrained to whatever is true, good, and beautiful, you absolutely can do whatever you want and follow your dream. Most people today don't have the guardrails of objectivity. Now everything has to be considered beautiful, whether or not it actually is. Everything has to be considered good, whether or not you think it is. Now there's such a thing as your truth. As a result, saying you can be whatever you want to be can mean you can be literally anything. Having moral structure in your life is kind of like a child having a jungle gym to play on. Without structure, all you can do is dig around in the dirt. So how do you get those moral structures in your life? One option is to make up a bunch of personal rules that you choose to live by. The problem with that is that that's what all the nutcases do. They make up their own rules. To have real structure in your life, your rules have to come from objective truth, goodness, and beauty, which can only be found in Jesus Christ. There is an optimal way to live, and the creator of the universe wrote it all down. History is a massively long story, and you get to be part of the truth, goodness, and beauty of it through Christ. From that life flows truth, goodness, and beauty itself, which it turns out affects everything you do in life. Now, this obviously doesn't mean you always make the right choices or will always do the right thing, but it does mean that you'll want to. When we live with a clear sense of purpose and moral structure, we're not just wandering aimlessly, we're building something meaningful step by step. You don't have to abandon your dreams, but it's crucial to ground them in the reality of a solid moral foundation.